Friday Night Frenzy, sponsored by Berkshire Heating and Air and Wilbraham and Munson Academy.
Hello, sports fans. It's time for your Friday Night Frenzy. I'm your host, Glenn Kittle. We are in week 5 of Friday Night Frenzy. Playoffs just around the corner. Only 3 more weeks of highlights for the winter sports season. Enough of my talk. Let's get right into those highlights, shall we? We've got Gateway's girls basketball with a 4-7 record, tipping off against the 4-8 SciTech Cyber Cats. Early in the first, Gateway's Caitlin Maynard gets the offensive board and then the bucket. Gators get a 5-1 lead after that one. Later on in the first, Cyber Cats with the ball in the inbound. Quick pass to Lieri Guzman. Gets the three-pointer to go. They take a 6-5 lead. Following Gators possession, Addison Green inbounds to Caitlin Maynard. Maynard finds Kylie Bildo on the baseline. Bildo shoots the ball around the rim. It finally gets in. Gateway takes the lead right back. Still in the first quarter. Gators, Kylie Bildo passes to Anna Niles. Niles misses the bucket, but Kylie Bildo, or Billadou, is there for the rebound. Gateway up 10-6 now. Gateway gets the ball. Alexi Bonifant on the top of the key, driving to the hoop. Pass to Kylie Billadou. Billadou from the baseline for the Gators bucket. Final score in that one, the Cybercats win 46-32 over Gateway. Now to the rink, the 9-5 Agawam Brownies visiting the 9-3 Easthampton Eagles. First period, Agawam's Peyton Buffum out in front, shoots, saved by Easthampton's goalie Paige Galpin. Later on in the period, Agawam controlling the puck in Eagles territory. Angelo Robbins fires from the right wing, scores! Gets the opener for Agawam, 1-0 to the Brownies early on. Still in the first period, Brownies trying to kill the power play and clear the puck out. Stolen by Easthampton's Robert Herman. Herman tries the backhand to save it. Agawam's Frankie DeSanti. Now to the second period, Easthampton's Drew Thompson with the puck. Thompson to Hunter Stockton. Stockton with the move on Agawam. Gets the goal for the Eagles. Stockton's goal makes it tied at 1. Later in the second period, Agawam's power play with a 2-man advantage. Brownies Peyton Buffum with the puck. Pass to Angelo Robbins. Robbins with a wrist shot. Brownies goal. Angelo Robbins' second goal of the game makes it 2-1 Agawam, and Agawam improves to a 10-5 record with a 4-1 victory over the Easthampton Eagles. Millbury Memorial making the long trek to Springfield to take on Springfield International Charter on Tuesday night. Starting out with Charter's London Denson. Drives through the lane, spin move, skip through that lane. Gets the delicate finish. Denson again, this time decides to put one up from the wing. Bang! Nails it with a man in his face. Nyrel Norris going to the basket now. Extends just to put him up 1. Millbury now inbounding. Finds Jaden Delu right under the hoop. Easiest bucket of his life. Charter spreading the love, getting the rock around till it finds Denson again. Denson drives in, extends off the glass for 2. Jimmer Donnelly passes up the open 3, unlike a Jimmer that we know and love. Tries to get it to a teammate, intercepted by Denson, who hits the uncontested layup. Denson would end up with 32 on the night and a win for Charter. Final score in that one, the Bulldogs 62, Millbury Memorial 58. Cushing Academy made the long drive to face Wilbraham and Munson Academy on Wednesday. Titans ball. Ella Chandler takes the deep 3, rolls in and out. But Katarina Rabosa is there for the board and puts it right back up. Chandler, top of the key, gives it to Hannah Grudzen. Takes the shot at the elbow. That's good for 2. Cushing now getting some passing going beyond the arc. Leia Kroom takes a shot from the corner, buries it. Titans ball on an assembly line, getting it to Rabosa underneath for an easy bucket. Cushing trying to break through the full court press. Cushing breaks it down with the ball movement, gets it to Kroom underneath for the 2 and 1. Kunkujanin gets it to the corner for Sela Pregano. She takes the 3, bang, it's good. And Wilbraham Munson Academy wins by 13. Final score in that one, the Titans 59, Cushing 46.
Game of the Week.